Welcome back, students. Now I am showing you the second type of circuit in a stable multivibrator, that is symmetric multivibrator. Okay, so symmetric, here the duty cycle is 50%. Okay, so we should get equal on and off period. Okay, equal on and off periods can be achieved in symmetric multivibrator. Therefore it is called symmetric multivibrator. Here the circuit diagram is similar to asymmetric multivibrator. The only change here is you can observe a diode is connected, okay, in parallel to RB. The diode is connected in order to achieve the stable output. Okay, in order to achieve the stable output, diode is connected in parallel against RB, that is 6.8 kilo ohm. So here the T on and T off depends upon RA, RB and capacitance values. So we need to design the values of RA, RB and C. Okay, and already we know these equations, T on, T off and T. Using these equations only, now frequency is 1 kilohertz. Okay, duty cycle is 50% now. Okay, so what is the time period? Total time period T equals 1 over F, that is equal to 1 over 1 kilohertz, that is equal to 1 millisecond. So the total time period is now 1 millisecond. Okay, next is duty cycle. Duty cycle D is nothing but T on by T. So from this equation, T on is nothing but duty cycle into time. Now duty cycle is 50%. So it is 0.5. 0.5 into 1 millisecond, we get T on equal to 0.5 milliseconds. Now T off is nothing but the total period minus T on period, that is 1 minus 0.5, we get 0.5 milliseconds, that is T off. So you can observe here T on and T off both are equal, 0.5 milliseconds. So we achieve the same width of T on and T off. Now assume C equals 0.1 microfarad. We know the equation for T off. So in this equation you need to substitute here. So T off is 0.5 milliseconds, that is equal to 0.693 into RB into 0.1 millisecond. So if we simplify, you get RB equals 7.2 kilo ohm, but the standard resistance available is 6.8 kilo ohm. So choose RB equals 6.8 kilo ohm. Now since duty cycle is 50%, that is T on is equal to T off, we can select RA equal to RB, that is 6.8 kilo ohm. So you can observe in the circuit both the resistors RA and RB are of equal value, that is 6.8 kilo ohm, and capacitance are of 0.1 microfarad. So here, now let us see the waveforms. So this is the capacitor charging and discharging waveforms which we can observe at the pin number 2. So here at this point you can, if you connect the positive of the probe, you can see the capacitor waveform across pin number 2. Okay, and across pin number 3 you can observe the square wave. Okay, you can observe the square wave at pin number 3. Okay, so charging time is denoted by TC, discharging is TD. So TC plus TD is equal to 1 period. So here you can observe the charging time will be equal to the discharging time. Therefore T on and T off both will be of equal duration. Okay, T on and T off will be of same width. Both should be of same width. So the waveform is nothing but a square wave. Okay, so T on plus T off is equal to 1 period. Now let us see the experiment. So this is the circuit board. I have inserted the IC in the second slot. Okay, so now the pin number 1 is this. 1 2 3 4, then 5 6 7 8. So here the components are same as the previous one. You can observe the diode here. I have connected the diode in parallel with RB. Okay, that is the only difference, and except this all the connections are same as the previous experiment. Okay. To observe the capacitor waveform, I have connected the probe to the pin number 2. You can connect, or to the diode. So that is this point, that is pin number 2 only here. So this point only to the negative of the diode, this point I have connected. Okay, and I have applied plus 5 volts from the DC supply. Here you can observe I have connected positive here and negative to the common ground. I have set the voltage to 5 volts. Either you can give it here, or you can give the fixed plus 5 volts from here also. Okay, you can use either of this or this. Okay, so I have connected the first channel at pin number 2 and second channel to the pin number 3. So you can observe the charging and discharging of the waveforms in at channel 1. Okay, so charging and discharging, and here is the square wave output. You can observe the equal on and off period. Okay, so let us measure the on and off period. Okay, so varying the position knobs, you set it to the proper position. Now you can observe this is the width of the on time. Okay, so how many divisions are there? It is one division. Okay, 1 into 0.5 in the time per division, it is pointing at 0.5. Okay, so 1 into 0.5 is nothing but 0.5 milliseconds. So you need to write down the readings. See here, the theoretical values I have already noted down here. We know T on is 0.5, T off is also 0.5 milliseconds. So the total period T is T on plus T off, that is 0.5 plus 0.5 is 1 millisecond. Frequency 1 kilohertz, duty cycle is 50%. These are the theoretical values. Now practical we have measured, that is T on is 1 division into 0.5 here in time per division. Okay. So 0.5 into 1 division is 0.5 milliseconds. So note down the T on here. Okay, that is 0.5 millisecond. Similarly, T off. Observe here T off. So note down the T off. It is also exactly 1 division is there. So 1 into 0.5 in time per division. Okay, 1 into 0.5, it is nothing but this is also 0.5 milliseconds. Okay, now what is T? T is nothing but 0.5 plus 0.5, that is 1 milliseconds. Okay, frequency is nothing but 1 over T. 1 over 1 milli is nothing but 1 kilohertz. So frequency we got 1 kilohertz. Then duty cycle D is nothing but T on by T. So T on is nothing but 0.5 milliseconds and T is 1 millisecond. So milli get cancelled. You will get 0.5 by 1 is nothing but 0.5 only. If you convert to percentage, you will get 50%. So we have achieved the duty cycle according to our designed value. Okay, so we got exactly 50% duty cycle. So this is about the stable multivibrator. Thank you for watching the video.